Okay, so since the holidays are coming and so many people like to make tamales, we're going to make tamales today. So what I have here is a Carnitas boneless pork shoulder roast, and it's already seasoned. So I'm not going to add any seasoning. And then I'm going to put in one of the chorizo sausages in it to give it some extra flavor. And if you want to know what this is seasoned with, it's black pepper. I read what it has in it. It's black pepper and thyme, cumin, oregano, dry onion, chili pepper, and chipotle pepper. So I'm going to put this in the crock pot, and I'll check it in about, I think, 3 hours. And I'm going to have it on high. So in the meantime, while the pork is in the crock pot, I'm going to get my husks and a large bowl, and you take the corn husks and you want to soak them. As you can see, they're really stiff right now. So I'm going to soak these in really, really hot water. You could boil water and pour over them, and you can let them just sit for, you know, a couple hours till they get really nice and soft. And plus you want to clean them. So rinse them all off, get all this all off. Okay, so I have them in really, really hot boiling water. And I'm going to let these soak, and I'm going to put a plate on top and push down so they all stay inside the water. Okay, so the carnitas has been cooking. Ooh, looks so good. For 4.5 hours, and it is done. So we're going to take this out and shred it. And the chorizo. It smells so good. So I'm just going to take 2 forks. Okay, so I put it in a bowl. It's all shredded really nice. And I'm going to take some of the juice, and I'm just going to put it in here and set it aside. And now we're going to get started on doing our masa. Okay, now we're going to start the masa. And this is what kind I am using. And I used it the last time that I made tamales, and it is really, really good. And then I'm going to use some lard. And this is in the grocery store where you buy your oils, you know, canola, any kind of oils that you buy. And I'm using my stand-up mixer. Okay, so I'm starting with a cup of lard and 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder and 2 teaspoons of salt. Okay, so now it's going to go in the mixer. It might take 5 to 7 minutes. So I let this beat for 6 minutes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4 cups of the masa, and I'm going to start with 2 cups of beef broth. And I warmed up the beef broth, so it's all nice and warm. And I'm going to put masa, then the beef broth. So I'm just going to alternate each one. And this is going to beat for about 15 to 20 minutes. So I went through the 2 cups of the beef broth. And now if you're making chicken, you can use the chicken broth. You can use water, whatever. I just like the beef broth because it gives flavor. Now this is from cooking it in the crock pot. So this is the juice I'm going to use now. And this will give it some really nice flavor. So this we're going to add to it. Maybe not all of it, but until it starts getting all mixed up. So the masa's been beating for almost 20 minutes, and it's nice and sticky and pliable, but there is this trick that they say that you can do. That if you take your glass of water and you take some of your masa, and if it floats to the top, then it's beaded enough. If it doesn't, then you have to beat it some more. So we're gonna see. And that went straight to the top, so that's good. I'm just gonna show you. I'm just gonna show you on the palm of my hand. I'm just gonna take some masa. See, it looks like that. You can see, and just to show you, see, it spreads really nice, and that's what you want. Okay, so the corn husk got all nice and soft, and I just laid them on a wet kitchen towel and covered them. So on the corn husk, there's a rough side and a soft side, and you're supposed to put it on the soft side. Sometimes it's really hard to see, but like this one is more smooth than this one. You can kind of tell when you look at it too. So we got to get started on these. Can't wait. They're going to be so good. Okay, so there's all kinds of ways to spread this. I'm just going to put it on and spread it with this, but you can use whatever you want. You can make it thick. I like masa, so, you know, I like kind of thick. So what you want to do is just spread it and kind of leave like a tiny bit on each side, because you're going to fold it over. Okay, so now we're going to take some of the pork and put it right in the middle. As little as you want, as much as you want, and you fold over one side, then you fold over the other side, and then you just bring the bottom up. So it looks like that. Okay, so I made 2 dozen, so I have another tray like this of 12, but you could have made, you know, at least 3 or 4, but you can see I made them really thick. And so, and I don't think most tamales are as big as mine, but we like tamales. So, and just, you know, home style. Don't have anything special to cook them in, so whatever you have at home. So this is what I use. I'm just using a nice pot. I have water there, using a colander, putting this in, and it won't touch, the water won't touch the tamales at all. And then basically I'm just going to stack them up like this, and then I'm going to just put a lid over it. And periodically, I'm going to check the water, and I'm going to cook them for 2 hours to make sure everything is all nice and done. And we'll see them when they're ready. Okay, these tamales cooked for 2 hours, and I let them set for just about 10 minutes. So we're gonna cut into one. Oh, look how nice they are. So let's unwrap one. Wow. Look how nice these are. So yummy. And you know, you can make this, like I said, as thin as you want, as thick as you want. We like it thick, so it's thick and nice and full. And look at how nice. This is going to be fantastic. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming into my kitchen. So I hope you make these for the holiday or any time of the year. We'll see you next time.